What's up, everybody? Me and Munch here, Puppy Pot and Chill number 575. The rise of censorship. Democrats move to impeach Trump again. In another fucktard stupid move from Democrats, as there are 8 days left in Trump's term. So once again, Pelosi is going to waste America's time and a bunch of their money just so she can feel good. It won't change anything. This blatantly shows how petty and ignorant Democrats are. No longer making moves that help the people, but moves that help only them gain position and power, fucking the people over, then lying about it, saying they are helping people when they're not. No one's paying attention, and mainstream media makes it near impossible to find the truth by watching them. They're lying and hiding the truth to push their own agenda, and if you want to know the truth, you literally got to dig for it. They're not cutting you any breaks here. I mean, I don't get it. I don't see why the Democrats are being so petty and vindictive. They won everything. And they could have allowed transparency and an honest look into all the alleged problems with the election and what can be done to ensure fair elections. And I'm pretty sure they could have allowed all that because I don't think they could have flipped enough votes to change the outcome. But, I mean, maybe, but I doubt it. But because they didn't and effectively said, sit down, shut up, and accept the outcome as they say it is, and do not ask questions, they look guilty as fuck. There's just no other way to put it. I mean, they look like they did it. So, free speech on sites that claim to be free speech beacons and havens blatantly censor on a bias that leans heavily one way. Free speech is no more, as speech on these sites are only what's allowed, and that seems to be dictated by the left and left-leaning sites and what they feel is allowable on their site. Nowhere near what free speech is in any way, shape, or form. The bias is just crazy. But I asked my friends in a group I'm in to not give up because they said that they were giving up. They'd had enough. The bias and the censorship was just too much for them. But please don't give up. If you give up, they win. Let's take a hit. And just to be clear, I do not support the violence that occurred at the Capitol at all. I think it should have been a peaceful demonstration. I do not think that they're criminals any more than anyone or any group that engaged in riots anywhere. Like the riots in Portland, the riots in Chicago, the riots in New York. I think if they're all guilty or they're all not guilty. You can't say one group is innocent while the other group is guilty when they're doing the exact same thing. That's bias. You can't say that one group can riot without consequence and the other group cannot and be labeled as evil because they don't agree with you and your agenda, or they ask questions. Right now, the rioters that stormed the Capitol are being called domestic terrorists. But in Portland, where riots are still continuing to this day, they're being called heroes and allowed to riot, saying it's for a good cause. What the fuck? You cannot say one group can riot and another group cannot. Bias. Let's take a hit. By the way, the man seen carrying Nancy Pelosi's lectern in the Capitol riot, the photo that's gone viral of the man carrying the lectern out of the Capitol, he's been arrested. And you'll never guess where. He was arrested in Florida. Florida man steals lectern, gets arrested in Florida. Go figure. Also, as of January 12th, I've already said this, BLM riots are continuing in Portland with, as far as I can tell, there's been 4 as of the January 1st, the new year. So in 12 days, there's been 4 riots. There's a riot after the Capitol riot, and they're still not being called domestic terrorists like they're calling the people who stormed the Capitol. It's all rioting. Except in Portland, they're burning down businesses and attacking federal buildings and attacking innocent local people. And in the Capitol riot, they just broke into the Capitol, wandered around, and then left. And didn't burn down any businesses or break anybody else's shit. But whatever. You know, the right is obviously evil and the left is labeling us as evil, and they're going to come after us and punish us all. Again, Republicans were called to be expelled by the left. You know, it's very scary, similar to what that crazy guy did 80 years ago in Europe. I'm just saying, calling one group of people a bunch of names and then dividing them, separating them off. Eventually doing some evil shit to those people. And if the Democrats can't expel a Republican, they work very hard to strip him of any of his power or anything. As Ted Cruz and Bush ask for peace, AOC and other Democrats say no way. So Republicans are asking for unity and peace, and the Democrats are just flat out saying no. This is the Democrats doing it. Please look it up. Don't trust me. Look things up for yourself. Don't trust mainstream media. Absolutely don't listen to social media. Don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. What you need to do is dig for yourself. Find out what the truth is. That's all that matters. And always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. We can be smart stoners, by God. And like I said, don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. I do have my own agenda. I look at things from my perspective. But if I say something that intrigues you, I really want you to go out and dig and find the truth for yourself. Find out what you believe the truth to be. All right. I want y'all to stay safe. If we can get through this, don't give up. If you give up, they win. It's hard to love everybody, especially right now, so let's try not to hate. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. Hang in there. Buckle up. We'll make it. Me and Munch, we love you. We hope you have a good day. Quit licking me. Quit. Be careful. And stay high, bitches.